The new moon on April the 7th brings with it an exciting experience because the presence of the angels can be felt more prominently because the veils are thinning on and around the new moon, where the presence of the angels can really be felt more prominently, where you will know that they're there and they're making their presence known to you to help you understand that, for one, you're never alone. You always have that support around you, whether you're aware of it or not. And with this new moon, they're really making their presence known to you. And you will know when your angels are near, when you feel that warmth within your heart. Out of nowhere, all of a sudden, you're feeling kind of like that piercing within your heart, where you feel that loving sensation, that loving feeling. Maybe you even feel that sense of just you want to tear up for no reason from one moment to the next. Or you just feel that sense of love just washing over you, that sense of belonging, of feeling cherished. That is them basically piercing your heart with their energy, letting you know that they're near. Or you may actually feel their presence more prominently around you if you're very sensitive and you're feeling like, entities in your field, or if you just feel, these light beings, then you will become aware of their presence on and around the new moon, because they also want you to know that they're there. So that's what's happening with this new moon energy, that the veils are thinning and the angels are very close, making themselves known to you. And in this video, I want to share with you the key things that I think you should know about this particular new moon, so you can really make the most out of this beautiful energy, this beautiful experience that is now available for us. The first thing I would like for you to know is that April on its own is already the month of the angels. So throughout this entire month, you will feel their presence, but it's really becoming more prominent now with this new moon, because on and around the new moon, the veils are thinning. So their presence will become even more noticeable, more prominent, where you can really feel and sense them, to where you can also receive more of their support. So here there's also an invitation to really, on and around the new moon, really communicate more with your guides. Sit down, have somewhat of a conversation with them, ask for their support, ask for their guidance, and be open to receive that, because that is truly what is available now with this new moon, is that you can connect more with your guides. Even let's say you haven't really connected with your guides yet, and you would like to maybe even connect with your spirit guides, your angels, because you have angels all around. You have your guardian angels, your maybe even ascended masters around you as well. You have your team of guides that are always there. They have been there from birth, but maybe you just haven't been aware of them yet. Here you have that invitation to really take time out to really connect, to open yourself up, to even ask, who is there? Who is here with me? You can maybe feel their presence. Maybe they make themselves known, where maybe at one point you feel somewhat of a warm sensation on one side, or you may feel somewhat of a tapping on your shoulder. Whatever it is, they will make themselves known. Or you just maybe just feel somewhat of a presence in your field. You can ask, how many are here? Who is here? Do they have a message for you? You can communicate more easily with your angels on and around the new moon. Now in here, definitely check out the April forecast as well if you haven't done so already, where I talk more about that as well. Also what's happening this month, because the angels are here to assist you with your accelerated ascension, because that's really what the key theme is for this month. So definitely check out that forecast if you haven't seen it yet. Then the second thing I would like to know is that you're also being uplifted by this cosmic energy flow that is coming with this new moon. It's very expansive. It's very uplifting. It's kind of like, bringing that ease, that flow in your life, where you actually feel more at ease and at peace with everything that's going on in your life, or just with life in general. You will feel that with this new moon, that ease washing over you, because the energy is definitely more expansive. It's definitely uplifting you as well. So definitely tune into that. Allow yourself to really be uplifted by this cosmic energy flow, because it is truly to your highest and greatest good. Then the third thing I want you to know is, this is the most exciting part about this new moon, is that your etheric wings of light are being activated, are being recalibrated to really help you embrace who you are. Because you are a starseed, an earth seed, a light being. You have lived many lifetimes. You have lived lifetimes as a starseed. You have lived lifetimes as an earth seed. You have a very important purpose here. And you are a light being, here for a greater reason, a greater purpose. And your etheric wings of light will assist you in really stepping into that, embracing that part within you, that divine part. There's also a sense of inner knowing that is washing over you, or you no longer can deny that, yes, you are truly a divine being, a light being, a being of source. Source energy flows through you. It's being expressed through you. So this is the most exciting part about this new moon. And I want to invite you, because I'm also going to release a light language activation for this new moon to really assist you in activating and recalibrating your etheric wings of light. So if you would like to catch that video, definitely subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you have subscribed already, definitely stay tuned, because that video will come out that morning on the new moon on April the 7th. In the morning, I will release that video. So definitely stay tuned for that. It will help you energetically to really activate and recalibrate your etheric wings. So it's an absolutely powerful and beautiful activation. You don't want to miss that. But this is what's going to happen with this new moon. So whether you're listening to the light language or not, you're definitely going to receive that activation. My light language is just going to intensify it a little bit more, assist you a little bit more, really bringing in the light codes to really make sure that you are not missing this beautiful opportunity of really activating and recalibrating your etheric wings of light. Then the fourth thing I would like for you to know is that there's also now magic in the air. With this new moon, you will feel and experience somewhat of a sense of mysticism, where your higher senses, your spiritual senses, and your higher consciousness are being stimulated, are being activated, are really being recalibrated. You also maybe even feel more drawn to the esoteric studies, the new age kind of topics. You maybe feeling called to maybe start somewhat of a spiritual practice or deepen your spiritual practice. Maybe you're feeling called to really take more time out to really connect with your team of guides. You will feel that sense of magic, mysticism in the air, where you really feel called to evolve, expand, or even start somewhat of a spiritual practice that will see you uplifting and ascending more, where you really develop your psychic gifts as well, which brings me also to the fifth piece that I want you to know is that your psychic senses also are being stimulated. With everything that is happening, your psychic senses are being stimulated. And that's a good thing, actually. Don't be afraid of that, because as your psychic gifts are being activated, being stimulated, being recalibrated, you will be able to then tune in more easily, to connect with the higher guides, to maybe even start channeling if that is what you feel called to do. Maybe tapping into your healing abilities, and whatever it is. Maybe then also embracing your empathic skills as well, or empathic gifts of really sensing, of feeling, of knowing. And I know here you may say, well, I'm already feeling so much, I don't want to feel more. Here I want to invite you is about not rejecting your gifts, because someone had actually asked me a little while ago on one of my other videos about psychic gifts, about if you can turn them off once you have them. And the thing is, you really can. Yes, you can reject them, resist them, but that's actually what's causing all the problems. Here, what I invite you to do is, if you're feeling challenged by your psychic gifts, because your psychic gifts are part of you, you're meant to embrace them. And when you learn to really develop your gifts and really learn to how to work with your gifts, they no longer will be somewhat of a burden. Because when I remember back when I started out and I discovered I'm an empath and I have all these gifts, and it was so overwhelming. I felt so much. I didn't know what to do with that, how to deal with it. It was really, for me, it felt like more like a curse than a gift. And maybe you're feeling that too, or maybe you have felt that in the past before, or maybe you're kind of feeling that right now. If you do me a favor, leave me a comment below. Let me know, how are you feeling about your gifts? But I want you to know is that once you learn to really embrace them, to really work with your gifts, to really embrace them, to develop them, to then really learn how to work with your gifts, it no longer will be a burden, but it will then truly be a gift. Now, my gifts don't bother me the way they used to. Yes, there's sometimes, especially at cosmic events when the energy are really intense, I feel it, but I know what's going on and I know what I need to do for myself to feel better. And that's what I want to invite you to do as well, to learn how to really embrace your gifts, because we are in the age of Aquarius, which is more of a spiritual approach. That's why so many people are now waking up more. They're going through a lot of darkness of the soul, of spiritual awakening. Right now, this month is all about that accelerated ascension that's really speeding up right now. So you may have noticed that throughout this month already, And I know we're still at the beginning of the month, but maybe you've already noticed that. And then now with this new moon, it's also going to intensify as well, because, the angels are near. They're here to support us and things like that. So your gifts are meant to be embraced. And if you're feeling at any time that your gifts are more of a burden and a challenge than really a gift, then I want to invite you to maybe consider joining me in my psychic development course. It's called Awakening the Oracle Within, Unlocking Your Psychic Superpowers, where I will teach you and guide you and help also activate each and every one of your clears and how to really embrace them, so they're no longer a burden, but they're really truly a beautiful gift. Because once you really embrace your gifts, which you're meant to actually, so many beautiful things can happen. When you learn to, let's say, connect with the angels, tune in to receive guidance, channeling, healing, things like that, really feeling the energies and doing it in more in a constructive way that is actually to your highest and greatest good, rather than you're just feeling everything and it's feeling very overwhelming. But you're really embracing those things, those gifts. It's definitely going to help you in your life. So if that is of interest to you, there's a link in the description below so you can check out the program. It's very inexpensive to get started, and you will really learn how to develop your clears, all 4 of your clears, how to really use your gifts and embrace your gifts to your highest and greatest good. But that is really also what is now happening with this new moon, is that your psychic senses are also being stimulated. So you may actually notice that your dreams are more vivid. Maybe you're having more visions coming in. Let's say you're meditating. All of a sudden, you're having all these flashes of visions. Maybe you're also experiencing more out-of-body experiences as well. Maybe some more telepathic kind of experience where you're picking up what people are thinking, and maybe they're kind of picking up what you're thinking and things like that. You're also receiving more divine downloads. Your channeling may actually even intensify as well. So there's a lot happening. So your psychic senses are being stimulated. Whatever you already have, whatever gifts you already have, that's being stimulated. You may then actually also then become aware of, hey, you have other gifts as well. And here, like I said, not to worry. You want to learn how to embrace them. And if you're actually eager to embrace them, there's a light language activation I want to invite you to check out. It's about unleashing your psychic gifts and abilities. It's a powerful light language activation. That might be a great start as well. That can also actually help you kind of calibrate your gifts as well, so they're not so overwhelming. Link for that video is in the description below. But then I also want to invite you, definitely check out my course if you do want to learn how to really embrace your gifts. That's a great starting point. But here are the key things to know about this particular new moon on April the 7th. Now, the beautiful thing is it's also happening right before the solar eclipse, which is a powerful event that is also going to bring a lot of change, a lot of transformation. So this new moon is also really assisting you then with whatever's to come then with the solar eclipse as well. So it's definitely a beautiful time that we're in right now. So many beautiful changes, so much expansive energy that is available. And I would like to know from you, how are you feeling about what I shared with you? Are you already feeling the presence of the angels? Have they already made themselves known to you? I would love to know. Leave me a comment below. And if you didn't, then I want to invite you, maybe open yourself up to it. And this is what I want to share with you next, is like, how can you make the most out of this beautiful energy that comes with this new moon? For one, I want to invite you, take time out to tune in on and around the new moon, because the energy is most potent a couple of days before and a couple of days after, and most importantly, the day of the new moon, where you will be able to tune in. Like I said, the veils are thinning, so you may become aware of your guides more easily. So here, take time out to tune in. Really open yourself up. Feel in your energy field. What's there? Who is there? Maybe even ask, who is there? Invite them in, because the thing is, what you want to understand is, yes, your guides are here, but they will not interfere with your life. So you don't have to worry like, oh my God, I got guides here. Oh my God, right? It's okay. It's a beautiful thing. But you still need to invite them in. You still need to be open to connecting with them and to then invite them in. So here you can ask, I now invite in my team of guides. Please step forward, connect with me now. Make your presence known to me. And you can ask, who is here? How many guides are here? And just befriend yourself with your guides. You may or may not get a name. Sometimes you don't get a name because the name is not really important, but you maybe pick up their energy signature. So just play with that. Really be playful with that. Connecting with them. Really be more in that childlike frequency, that curious, playful energy. And really just tune in and connect. Make that connection, because one of the key things, and that's what I talk about in the forecast for this month, is about that co-creative approach, that your guides are here to support you, to assist you. So definitely check out that video if you haven't done so already, where I talk more about that. But you can tune in, connect with your team of guides, get to know them, build that friendship, that connection with your team of guides, because they're here to assist you now and moving forward. And right now, with the veil thinning, it gives you an opportunity. It's like the door opens for you to kind of like peek through, like, hey, who's there? What's, make that connection. Now, the door's never going to close. It's just after new moon, what I'm gathering here, the guidance that I've received is that it won't be as easily as it is on new moon or around the new moon to really connect. Now, the guides are still here, but it's like this opening is happening to really give you that opportunity to make that connection more easily. So take some time out to really connect with your team of guides. Feel the presence of your guides, and also allow yourself to embrace your gifts. Open yourself up to be shown, receive those downloads. Definitely allow yourself to receive that upgrade for your etheric wings of light. Definitely join me in that light language activation. It's going to come out that same day, on the new moon in the morning. That video will come out with that activation to activate and recalibrate your etheric wings of light. It's definitely going to be a beautiful activation you don't want to miss. So here you go. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Definitely check out my course if that is of interest to you about psychic development. And then definitely join me for the light language activation on the new moon in the morning, so you can get that beautiful activation. But thank you so much for being here. Now be sure to check out these two videos here. That's the April forecast and that activation about unleashing your psychic gifts and abilities if you would like to do that. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, make an amazingly abundant and joyful day. Namaste.